Hello everybody. Today in this video we shall explore a complete scenario using ERPNext for a merchandising job, which will go through the whole cycle dealing with a customer request from the CRM module. That means that we will start from the opportunity until we can fulfill a complete order for our customer. In the beginning, we will be trying to sell to our customer an item which is cotton yarn gray color. We have 1,000 kilograms in our stores, in our warehouse. However, we will do or perform a scenario based on a make-to-order supply chain methodology. So let's go and start with our customer request, which will be registered on ERPNext using the opportunity functionality. We will start with the CRM module. In this module, we will find a document which is called opportunity. Okay. Now we are going to create a new opportunity from our customer, and here, as a matter of fact, ERPNext is very strict in this in registering or in recording opportunities, such that we can trace back or know what is the origin of this opportunity. So the origin of the opportunity is either a current customer, existing customer, or a new customer, which means in sales and marketing terminology is a lead. So we will use the scenario of a current or existing customer. So we will select the opportunity from customer, and then ERPNext will give us the customers that are registered on our database. So we have this customer infinity text in this time, and also ERPNext gives us the opportunity to register from which source this opportunity has come. But here it's not important because it is a customer already. And the sales stages as well. We have a lot of sales stages, and we can create new stages. However, in this case, we will select the proposal or price quote at the sales stage because it is a current customer. Okay, and now we will tell ERPNext what is the proposed opportunity amount. So it will be 160,000 Egyptian pounds based on the price of the item. And now we have told ERPNext that this opportunity registration will be based on items. So we will select the item that is going to be sold to this customer, which is cotton yarn gray. It will be 2 tons or 2,000 kilograms. And here we will save this opportunity. Now the opportunity has taken the status open, and we can proceed from right here. Sorry for this interruption. As I have said recently, that we are going to proceed from the opportunity. In the opportunity form or doc type in ERPNext, you will find that we have a create menu, which has the following options or menu options: supplier quotation or request for quotation or a quotation. Supplier quotation means supplier quotations. It's very clear. However, quotation is a quotation to our customer. So we don't know what is the proposed price from our supplier. So now we will ask our supplier the best quotation for us to sell to our customer. So we will go to request to create a request for quotation right from the opportunity form, which is, as a matter of fact, is a very strong functionality in ERPNext that it really it is the most powerful application I have seen in linking between the two wings of the supply chain, between our customers requests and our suppliers offers or quotations. So now we will combine both cycles, which are the sales cycle and the purchasing cycle, all together in one scenario. So from the opportunity form, we will send a request for quotation to our supplier. Okay, now we can send this request for quotation to multiple suppliers. However, for simplicity and for the purpose of this scenario, we will send our request for quotation to just one supplier. Okay, our supplier will be China Thread Company. And here, upon selecting the supplier, the contact information has been shown on the in this table. Okay, and we will proceed to our relation with our supplier. So we will save. Okay, and here only we need to set the warehouse, which will be yarn warehouse for this for receiving the goods after we send the purchase order. Okay, so we will send our supplier this request for quotation. Okay, it only is asking for an email address. Okay, let us fix this problem and then resume our journey with. Okay, let us resume by submitting the request for quotation. It has been submitted, and now we can print it and send it, or whatever the scenario is. Okay, let's go to the request for quotation. Okay, now we will assume that our supplier has responded with his quotation. So we will go to from this request for quotation form and use the create supplier quotation functionality. So we will create our supplier quotation on our system. Please note here that we haven't so far entered any other information. Means that we have entered the whole details in the opportunity, and then we are just proceeding with the steps of the case. So here our supplier, let us assume that he has given us $3 per kilograms. And here, please note as well that we are dealing with our supplier in US dollars, which means that ERPNext is capable of managing the whole merchandising cycle, either buying or selling in multiple currencies. So we will save and then submit this quotation as if we have negotiated the price and everything is okay. So we will uh, uh, submit the quotation. Okay, let's go back to our customer again. Now we know the price, and we will go to the CRM and open the opportunity. Let's delete any filters, and we have this opportunity. Okay, and let us select another one. Okay. Okay, we have here, we can now go and create a quotation to our customer. Okay, our customer is dealing with us in Egyptian pounds, so we will give him a price. of Egyptian pounds. Let's say 80 Egyptian pounds. So the quotation is for 160,000 Egyptian pounds. Okay, we will send our quotation to the customer, and now we are able to let's say that the customer has negotiated the price and everything is okay, and now we are on contract. So we will create a sales order out of this quotation. So we will go and create a sales order for our customer. Now, this is the information. We will just say that this is the delivery date, and this sales order. Let us adjust the warehouse information. So our warehouse will not be stores, it will be the yarn that we will receive the goods from our supplier in this warehouse. So we will save the sales order and then confirm. This sales order now is eligible for delivery and billing to the customer. Okay. Before we deliver, we have this supplier quotation, and out of this supplier quotation as well, we will create a purchase order to our supplier. Okay, the required delivery date will be this date before the shipping date to our customer, and we will save the purchase order and then submit. Okay, now this purchase order is eligible to receive and bill. Okay, let's go and create a purchase receipt, which means that we will receive the goods, the yarn that we have purchased from our supplier, and save, and then we will submit this receipt. Okay. Here, starting from this point, our accounting books now are being affected, which means that we have to see a journal entry for this receipt operation. So from View menu, we will go to the accounting ledger, and we shall see that the system ERPNext has created a journal entry which combines two accounts, which is the stock in hand, and a temporary account, which is stock received but not billed. And this is a temporary account, which is credited with the amount of the goods that we have received into our inventory, because so far we haven't registered a supplier's invoice. However, upon registering the supplier invoice, and let's go and see, this receipt is eligible to be billed. So from the same purchase receipt, we will go and create a purchase invoice. Okay, this is the purchase invoice, just a revision. As you can see, we don't enter any. We will not make any data entry. Just create it, and then we will submit the invoice. This invoice has been registered in our system. It is unpaid, but this is not our problem now. Okay, let's go and view the accounting ledger of the purchase invoice, and here we shall see the journal entry that have been created automatically by the system. It is creditors, which is created by this amount. And again, the same account that we have seen in the purchase receipt, which is stock received but not billed, but this time is debit. The first time in the purchase receipt it was credit, and now it is debit, so it will be closed, debit against credit, and The remaining accounts will be creditors and the inventory or the stock on hand. Okay, let's get out of this accounting jargon and go back to our sales scenario. Okay, let us first see our item stock levels. We will go to the stock module and to the item, and we have our item, which is cotton yarn gray, this one, and we shall see that we have here on this warehouse we have actual 2000 stock in the yarn warehouse, and also we have a reserved quantity for 2000 kilograms for our customer. So far we can go and proceed with the sales order of this item, and we could from here go to our sales order from the connections part. You will see here that we have a sales order registered for the item. Okay, let's go to it and open it. And now this sales order is eligible for delivery. Okay, very good. So far we haven't delivered this sales order, and we will go and create a delivery note. Okay, this delivery note and a good habit of or functionality in ERPNext that it gives us the status of the stock levels or the availability of the goods in the outgoing warehouse. This dot color signifies if it is available or not. If it is green like this in our case, so the quantities are available. If it is red or orange in some cases, it means that we don't have enough stock. However, in this case, we have enough stock, so we will register the delivery note and then click on submit. Clicking submit means that we have already delivered the goods to our shipping agent or to the customer directly. However, we have done the job, and this is to bill, which means that this delivery note is not billed, has not been billed yet. So we will create a sales invoice. Okay, we will just review the sales invoice and make sure that everything is okay, and it is the case. Then we will save the invoice and then submit, and again we can see the accounting ledger for these transactions, which makes the debtors or the customers accounts debit and the sales revenue as credit. Now we have performed the whole cycle. I hope you will enjoy it and see how ERPNext is a complete ERP system which can manage our supply chain from the supplier of the supplier to the customer of the customer. Thank you very much. And in the upcoming videos, we will explore more capabilities of ERPNext. Thank you very much, and see you again.